Hey guys, this is Jamie. So today I want to talk about uh, something I've seen around, but it was mostly today that I focused on. But I do feel weird that there's trans guys who also want to be alpha. I mean, you obviously have the phenomenon of cis guys wanting to be alpha, so I mean, it only makes sense that there's trans guys who want to do that. Now, I do have to say that obviously, being a gay guy, uh, I do find the whole idea of sort of heteronormative things very weird, and even when I wasn't aware fully of myself, I never really understood those things. And even like reading straight people sort of explain that gay dynamics would have like a top and a bottom always felt even weirder to me because I always saw, I guess, gay dynamics as something more balanced, more freeing, and it was something that I just really connected with and what I wanted in life, really. So obviously, I wasn't getting that from my first relationships, even though the men I dated had certain feelings towards men, I believe. Um, so yeah, so I can't exactly speak from a straight man's perspective, but I do find it weird, sort of this idea of people clinging onto certain stereotypes, specifically when it comes to their own dating pool or power dynamics outside in their relationships. Obviously, we have certain individuals like Andrew Tate, Jordan Peterson, and other enlightened individuals who sort of impose this idea that there are alpha men and that there is this hierarchy of men. But it all really boils down to the fact that people start going crazy if they're sexual or interested in romantic endeavors with someone else, specifically when it comes to if they're straight. Well, you have that obviously in gay people as well. But you sort of become obsessed with the idea like, what am I doing wrong? Is it my appearance? Is it this? Is it that? And it does take this sort of inner strength, in my opinion, instead, sort of step back, understands that you don't have to change for someone. Like, you shouldn't do things that you do not want to do in order to be attractive to someone else. So, and I do understand, obviously, if someone has been single for a prolonged while of time, they become desperate, and even people who are not single for very long amounts of time, many people who experience sexual and romantic attraction just want to be loved, have sex, you know? So I do understand that. But I just feel like, in general, there's this constant motion of trying to get more power dynamics and this power tripping as well. So it only became obvious that there's posts increasing was sort of like there's alpha this, alpha that, and in trans spaces as well, like when it comes to trans dudes, there's sort of this whole idea of I have to do certain things. I mean, I even saw posts today asking stuff like, I want to be more masculine, I want to know how to have guns and stuff. And to me, again, it's a very weird concept because I'm not American and I never understood gun culture, obviously. Um, so yeah, but I'm not trying to say that everyone who has a gun has an alpha complex. But I do see sort of trans guys falling into these stereotypes, and in general, there's an increasing amount of posts of sort of what can I do to be more masculine, and then it falls into the same wormhole as when other men ask who are not trans as well, like sort of what can I do to be more masculine? Because that is the desire on the market when it comes to specifically cishet women, which are very desired as well when it comes to trans guys. And this is something I probably never will understand. Um, like, I have been with being open and poly. I have been with obviously cis guys, I've been with trans guys, and I've been with a handful of non binary people. And I never understood the obsession of being that rigid when it comes to trans versus cis specifically. Like, yeah, it's something that I don't understand. And specifically when it comes from straight trans men who say stuff like, I want a cis girlfriend, and they don't open themselves to trans women. But if a cis, but this whole obsession with getting a cis het girlfriend is just something that drives me nuts. Like, obviously it reeks of biphobia, it reeks of this factual transphobia for not seeing trans women as a woman, and I just sincerely don't get it. So it's all geared to get this like ideal, unachievable woman or whatever you want to say. I'm not saying trans guys can't have cis women, of course they can, but it just feels weird to sort of pick this. It's just the same as gay people refusing bi people or straight people refusing bi people factually. So it becomes more of a chase for this unnecessary idea or labels even. So it's something I really don't understand. Well, when we're going back to alpha things, obviously there's a lot of Tinder culture, there's a lot of sort of I want this man to be tall, I want this man to have like a huge dick up to like his ankles and stuff like that. And it just feels very strange. Like, I do understand that obviously people have standards and I guess their ideals, but all this online dating just becomes superficial because obviously it's very image heavy. But when it comes to, I mean, of course, if you're just interested in looks and your partner's also interested in looks, then I mean, that's a match. But, and I understand that it's rich coming from me because I met my partner nearly 14 years ago, 14 in December. So, no, wait, we already met by this time 14 years. Yes, so we've met more than 14 years ago, and we started dating nearly 14 years ago. So, of course, I cannot speak of an experience where I wasn't with my partner, actually. So, I don't have the mindset I kind of always had him with me. Through rough teenage years, through my 20s, well, nearly 30s. So I can imagine that it screws with your head, I mean, if it does. But I still don't feel like that is a reason to be demanding of someone else to sort of to lead something as if you're a wolf in a pack or whatever analogy the alpha people have. It's just really weird to sort of desire this power, and I guess it's something which I find different in my power or in my sort of understanding. I never understood this desire to sort of lead humanity into certain things, kind of always wanted to help people. Everything was always about helping people. Like, sure, we all have our moments where we want to be celebs and etc. Or we just want to forget about everything, have money, and that's it. And we were sold a sort of glamorized idea growing up, which nothing wrong with. But I still feel like people need to have more empathy. And the more time progresses, the more I feel like people only think of themselves as well. So I don't understand this desire to sort of be an alpha. To me, it just feels like you just want no one around you. You just want everyone to be a yes man around you, and you want to have this control over people for no good reason. So of course there's things that I will never understand, and being an alpha is one of them, and specifically I will condemn it if it's stuff like an agitates case, where you're exploiting women. Fuck, if you're gay and you want to be an alpha, and exploiting men as well. And obviously, like, if you enjoy a certain power dynamic and it is consensual between two people, then of course, and it's nothing harming, actually. I mean, there are certain power dynamics in the bedroom that people enjoy. There's BDSM as well, so I mean, who am I to say you can't become a dominatrix for a night, or a dom for a night, or be a dom every night, you know, if you wish so, with the person's consent. So yeah, and the more I see this sort of power dynamic obsession, like, you also have it when it comes to gay people as well. So not to sort of exclude that. We have more tops, more bottoms, more strictly about that, and different sort of ideas about sex than the ones that I grew up with or I know as well. So sort of I was always used to seeing more versatile men. More like the idea of it, or maybe I just thought everyone was verse. I don't know. I was just in that bubble, I guess. So yeah. So I do really condemn alpha culture. I really do not enjoy it. I really think that it's something that needs to be addressed. It is horrendously rooted in hating the other person, hating people around you, and pushing other people down because you feel like you need to push them to feel yourself, to make yourself feel better. And that is not something that we should be doing as human beings, actually. So yeah, thank you very much for watching this video. I've been really tired. Just physically, I've had lots of running arounds this week. Good stuff, bad stuff. Yes, I didn't even have energy to put on makeup today, which is rare these days because I've been sort of balancing my moods out with it, and I feel more confidence with it. But yeah, you got to see me barefaced today. So I wanted to say thank you much for all the love and support my channel has been getting. Well, I'm very transparent. I don't really strive for millions of subscribers. I just want to get monetized and then really not just keep producing things. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I do want to reach people, and I do understand that my content is very niche. But I really appreciate everyone who comments. I mean, besides certain numbers of individuals who go out of their way to spread certain rhetoric, obviously. But in general, I just want to say thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, thank you for dropping likes. If you enjoy it, feel free to buy me a coffee. And if not, again, it's fine. I'm just trying to get monetized. It's really that simple. So yeah, thank you very much for the support. I've been really appreciating it. Thank you very much for watching.